All right, here we go. Happy Sunday to Knicks Nation. Knicks get a win. Win number 20 on the season. Let's go. Leaps and bounds better than last year, CK.
Yes, that's huge.
96 to 84 over the Pistons. The G League Pistons. But nevertheless, we made quick work out of them in the second half.
We did.
Ho-hum game, but we'll take the W. It is what it is. We'll hit the music. It's been a while. What did you like about this game tonight, man?
You hit it. You hit the nail on the coffin, bro. Ho-hum game, indeed. But the first half we saw a lot of aggression out of some guys that trying to make that turn for the season. The Franks and the Kevins, which was really cool. Of course, that kind of dumbed down a little bit in the second half after some rotation and stuff. But you know what? Just seeing us be able to win a game that we should win, to me, that's a positive. I know we want draft stock and all that stuff, but to win a game that we're supposed to be winning, like you said, against a G League level team, because none of the key players are playing anymore. That's what's big to me. That's the big key that we should take away from that game. Drafts be damned. That's a game we got to win.
I agree, man. I think for me, it was just as you said. Pistons roll out with the Fort Wayne oil tankers here, whatever the G League team is called. 1 through 5, right? There's no Blake, no DeAndre Drummond, no Derrick Rose, the phenomenal one. Yep. But at the end of the day, so I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, our coach comes back with a counter of, let me still start Harkless and Taj. Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
This team is getting dragged through the mud from the media standpoint. Mm-hmm. Give the fans something they want to see. Give them something to be happy about, something that they can lean on. Play the kids.
Preach.
And after they get out to a ho-hum start, they're losing to this team. Yep. Finally, Mitch comes in and starts dominating.
Yep.
Kev comes
that seems
in.
Like to be the theme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kev comes in and starts playing with some confidence.
Yep, he did. Sure did.
And RJ didn't have it. Frank came in later on in the evening and turned it up. But that's what we want to see, man. Win or lose, play the kids, man. So that's what I liked.
Yep, and that's the thing at this point of the season where, even though we all know as fan base know that there is no playoff implications, but there's the front office and all of them believing that maybe there's a chance because mathematically we're not out of it. We're at the point where we got 20 wins. There's not many games left in the season. Exactly like you said, just run the lineups that the people want to see.
Give the people what they want to see, man.
And what's crazy is what the people want to see will benefit the team in the long run. What we want to see is our youth play, aka the players that are going to be on this team in the long run. We want to see those guys play. So it's not like we're asking for anything crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so, happy with the win. But it's according to Ian Begley, you heard "We Want Trier" chants going on.
I saw that tweet
in MSG. I didn't hear it. I had the Gabe on mute for a little while. But, we had some "We Want Trier" chants. And, we're in desperate need of shooting. The Thunder game, once again, okay, Ellington, he had a hot streak for a couple of games, a couple of weeks ago or last week.
Correct.
Comes in now, he's not as hot as he was. We're getting into the twilight of the season. What is the point? What is the point?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Because there's no, you can't say, well, there's this, well, there's that. There is no nothing. At this point, play the kids right, man. So I don't know what the point is. I don't know what the point is.
I don't get it, and I hate to sound like we lost, but it's kind of like you feel like you're losing, right? Because it's there's no Dotson, there's no Trier. You're still throwing Harkless out there. You're still giving Bullock his minutes and still giving Ellington his minutes. Yeah. And I just don't understand it. Either is Miller just trying to really just, lock in a win with the guys he's comfortable with to pad his resume? Or does Leon Rose just, I don't know. I don't know.
And that was the thing, because in that first game when Leon Rose took over, that lineup looked like the kind of lineup we wanted to see. We saw a lot of the younger guys coming in early. I mean, mind you, yes, we didn't see Trier and stuff like that, but we saw Knox come in first in that game. And those kind of lineups, and Mitch Robinson played a lot of minutes in that game. I mean, minus the Spike Lee stuff, but in that game, the rotations looks like, it looks like, okay, we're making that shift where we're going to start, focusing around playing the younger guys and giving them, pushing the minutes on them. So I thought that was what the change. I thought with Leon Rose finally here, maybe we're getting that change finally. But then we went right back into where we are right now. So I don't know how much we can defend Mike Miller anymore, because we can't say front office is telling him to do this, front office is telling him to do that. It's looking like this is just the rotations Mike Miller.
This is just it. Listen, I like Harkless. I like the story of Mo Harkless.
Me too.
Watching him play is like watching paint dry, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. On a winning team, okay, I can understand his minutes and then give you some value.
Right.
And even on this team, listen, Miller has touted his efforts and says, a lot of times you don't see it on the stat sheet, but he's contributing. Okay, fine, but it's like, Dotson has been buried.
We're not there. Exactly.
We're not there. Exactly. We're not there. So anyway, enough nitpicking. Let's go to what we liked in the game.
Real, we really are.
Yeah. Let's just get that out the way.
Yeah.
So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up on the
What's good?
Once again, another disciplined, steady night for Mitchell Robinson. 14 points, 11 boards, CK. Another night with just one
Thank
foul.
you. I was going to say, tell him the foul, baby. Just one.
Just one personal foul.
Yes.
So as we, go forward and wrap up this season, play development hasn't been one of our strengths. Obviously, it hasn't been a highlight. But with Mitch, you've seen it pour on, man. Starting from last month on, he's really been attacking. He's been dominating. The Pistons had no match for him tonight. Even though Christian Wood, I really like this kid's game.
Man, me too, man.
Yeah, I really like this kid's game way back from Summer League when we had Mitch and Kev. This kid, Christian Wood, had an outstanding Summer League. And he's really turning into a nice prospect for the Pistons. But other than that, man, as soon as Mitch came into the game, he was just like, domination, man. The alley-oop that he caught from half court from Peyton was crazy. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, like you said.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to double up on what you said. One of the few, shining lights on our development, because our development has not been great this season, has definitely been Mitch Robinson, because it's been consistent. And that's, I think, everybody's biggest gripe with him was like, because we all love Mitch, we know what he can be, but the fouls and all those kind of like stupid ticky-tack things, and you're seeing him groom it out. So it's, it's a nice little victory for us, to see Mitchell Robinson turning into the guy that we're all expecting to be.
Yeah,
so
gotta give him love. Gotta give Mitch love. Gotta show Mitch some love. Not a great shooting night from RJ, 5 of 16 from the floor. Lackluster night from RJ, but he maintained his aggressiveness, and that's what you like about RJ. He has a short memory when it comes to the shooting. Obviously, you want to see him string it together a little bit better, but he had an all-shooting night. Peyton, give credit. Peyton played well. No, that's your guy. 16 points, 6 dimes, 7 of 11 from the field. What you think about Peyton tonight?
You know what? And this is the thing. Everything you said about Harkless is how I feel about Peyton. Like, I understand the frustration that a lot of people have with Elfrid Payton. I get it. I think it's like you said. He's a guy that, on a championship team, on a team where they're winning, he could be a backup on a team where, winning, they have a chance to win and all these stats look good. But on a developing team where he's getting these heavy minutes, having these kind of nice stat nights, but it's like taking away from like a Frank Ntilikina tonight, who had a great game. Yeah. And he's taking those minutes away from him, who should be developing. He's probably going to be on the team longer than Elfrid Payton. So everything you said about Mo Harkless, and like you said, story-wise and all that stuff, everything you said about Mo Harkless is how I feel about Elfrid Payton as well. Because we say everything you want to say. Yes, he's had his blunders from certain games and stuff like that, bad mistakes towards the end. But he's played relatively solid for us this season. Yeah, like a lot of nights like this where steady assists and points here and there and stuff like that. But it's just frustrating because it's like you got to let the younger guys, like let our point guards turn into something, at least get the opportunity to turn to something, like Frank Ntilikina, who's finally looked confident. Like these last few games, Frank is looking for his shot. Yeah, I saw some nice play down the stretch from the French Prince tonight, man. Frank definitely had a nice floor game, especially later on in the fourth. So good points there. Let's hear it from the fans. Let's go to the phones. JJ from Brooklyn's up first. JJ, how you feeling tonight, man?
Yo, what up, fellas?
How you feeling, bro?
It's good, man.
Good. Before I start, actually, let me just say, I know these two are your boys, but for some reason, whenever I look in the chat, I don't respond to them. I don't have a problem with them. I don't know them, but this dude Ari and I don't know his boy TM, they're always bringing me up and saying slick words for some reason. I have no idea why, but
don't worry about it, man.
Did to Ari, I wouldn't want to be picking no more fights if I was him, but.
We might have a battle of the fans brewing, man. We might have a battle of the fans, man.
I don't know why. I've never.
Nah, well, listen, man. Listen, we're gonna get to your points, but don't take none of that personal, man. Listen, don't take any of that personal. It's all in good fun.
I don't have a problem with them. I don't get it, but
all good, all good, man, all good. Let's get to the points. Let's get to the points.
Yeah. But actually, you guys brought up Christian Wood. Actually, he's a free agent, man. Like that kid can really ball out, man. I think he'll be a great fit next to Mitch, man. He could score inside, outside. He could defend a little bit. What would you think about that?
Hey, he's nice. Let's see what the Pistons think about it. I mean, that could be their Andre Drummond replacement. So maybe they may be keen to signing him, to locking him up long term. But yeah, Christian Wood.
And who's to say that they probably want to see him next to Blake? Like they have yet to see that, and that could be a rotation that works out really well for them. So like CP said, let's see what the Pistons have to say about that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. But so say free agency wise, say we get him, my targets would be either Wood or Bertans at the stretch four, as a stretch four next to Mitch, and then either Joe Harris or Bogdanovich from the Kings. So all of a sudden you got a couple shooters, then you got your point guard from the draft, and I think you got something you could build with, man.
Shooting has to be the priority, man. No doubt about it. Appreciate the quote. But shooting has to be the priority. I said my number one priority was going to be Joe Harris. I don't know what the Nets are doing. We'll talk about Kenny Atkinson in a minute. CK.
Yeah.
Joe Harris, to me, would be at the top of my list.
Yeah, and especially with the way they've been treating him this year, I feel like that's a very realistic thing. Yeah. I know a lot of people are very heavy on the Bogdanovich one. I like that too. But yeah, I've been saying the same thing. Joe Harris, at first I thought he was safe. I'm like, there's no way they're going to take him away from that team, especially when they get KD and Kyrie back. But the way they were treating him, I don't know, man. I feel like it's very realistic for us to go after him this year.
I mean, plus the fact, listen, the contract that he can command. I mean, right now he's making $8 million. He could be looking at doubling that.
Yep.
He could be looking at doubling that this offseason. So the Nets have a lot of guys that they have to that they're going to be looking to prioritize. Maybe he slips through the cracks. I mean, 3-point shooting is highly valued in this league, so I would lean towards slim chance, but you never know.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I would like a younger shooter. Like Wayne Ellington's great. And I have no problem having a Wayne Ellington type guy on our team where, he's just a flamethrower and we throw him in with rotation. But at the same time, like, I want something that meshes with what we're doing right now, because we're still in this rebuild phase. We're still, putting together a group of guys that, can make our product better on the court. So, that's why I love the Bogdanovich one, Joe Harris too, like those kind of names. But like you said, number one priority in free agency
shooting.
Stretch, and at guard we need shooting on.
Absolutely, man. Speaking of stretch, we heard that Knicks had some scouts at the Bulls game, at the Nets versus Bulls game for
you a Laurie guy.
I would listen. Obviously, he's not having a great year. I would check in on him if we could get him on the cheap for sure. Yeah,
and that's true. And you can't. Yeah, you'd be stupid to say not. I agree with you on that. My thing, I don't know. Is this a coaching thing or is this who Laurie really is? That's my fear.
It's tough, yeah.
But if it is on the cheap, I'm taking the gamble. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, if you can get him on the cheap, man, take a gamble. Take a gamble and see. The insult of all of this is, once again, and I hate to harp on it, the guy that we need plays for Dallas, and it's like we wouldn't be here trying to find a stretch four, trying to find shooting. If we would have just made right with Porzingis. Again, I don't know what the true story is, but it's just it's crazy to think that this kid is playing somewhere else and he was our best prospect in a number of years. But anyway, I digressed. So we're out there scouting Lowry. Cassius Stanley was watching Duke, North Carolina last night. Maybe with that Clippers pick, maybe with that second round pick, if he's in that range, snatch him up quickly. I like him.
I like him a lot too. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, point guard, because I obviously we're hoping that with our first pick that would be going to a point guard as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cash Stanley, 100%. I'll be cool.
Cassius Stanley, man.
He reminds me of what's boy's name? Oh my god, I can't think of it on me. But he has the potential to be something a lot better than what we've seen this season with Duke. Like, there's a lot of things that, being that he was out here in LA, I got to see him at Sierra Canyon a few times, and that product never really translated to Duke. But I do believe that there's a high ceiling with that kid, and I'll be 100% with picking with that.
I like him, man. I think he can hit another level.
But that's the thing. But the shooting, though, that's my problem with him, because he's not a scorer like that. He can score, but he's not a shooter.
Right. So
we'll see. But I like him. Too much.
Let's see, man. Let's see. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP from Knicks Fan TV, CK2K in the building. Wherever you guys are watching, man, salute to you guys, man. If you guys are watching on Facebook, salute to everybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, Knicks Fan TV, Nick of Time Show, Twitch. If you're out there on Twitch, salute to you guys, man. Definitely appreciate everybody for watching on this Sunday night. Let's get back to the phones. Lambo in the building. Lambo, how you feeling, man?
Lambo.
Yo, what's goody, fellas?
Good, man. How you
What's
feeling?
up, man?
I'm amazing, man. I can't complain.
Love that.
Yeah, that alley that Mitch caught was crazy. I didn't know that he had that type of athleticism in him.
Crazy. Oh yeah. Mitch is barely scratched the surface, man. But yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
Yep.
Yeah. The development of his because the problem I felt like he had a little problem with balance, and he's showing more and more promise, and I'm honestly just like excited to continue to see the development.
Yeah. Same here, man. Definitely. Mitch is a cornerstone, man. Mitch is definitely a cornerstone. That's my guy.
But
we're still.
I want to keep the course short. I want to say shout out to all of the fans and all of us, especially UCP and you too, C2K. The patience that we've had, I think is really soon to pay off. Of course, there's a lot of things still going on, but we've been dodging bullets, and I think that next season things are going to look amazing. Even right now, getting this win is a great thing, but I'm optimistic and I'm feeling good right now.
Yeah, listen, it's good to be that optimistic. Maybe this pays off in the long run. Yeah. It's part of the rebuild, man. The rebuild is never easy, CK. The rebuild is never easy. This could turn into nothing. This could turn into Phoenix Suns rebuild, or maybe it's on the fast track. It depends on who you get in the draft, man, and what that player becomes. They're not really touting this draft as a generational talent. The Zion, they don't think is in this draft, but keep building. You got to keep building, and most importantly, get a coach who's going to get the most out of his talent. And so as we talk on that. Yes.
Good segue.
Your thoughts. That segue, you know what I mean?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So what do you think about that Kenny Atkinson firing, man?
Oh, as far as the firing, absolutely makes no sense. Like, I've looked at this thing from so many angles, and I'm not trying to defend the Nets. Just as a basketball fan looking at it, I do not understand. We're hearing chippering between, Kenny Atkinson saying that he never wanted to coach Kyrie and Katie didn't want him, all that stuff. Who knows what's true and what's false with that. But, like, just looking at the black and white, no pun intended with the Nets. But, they are in the playoffs. It will take a lot for them to lose either the 7th or 8th seed to be in the playoffs. I just don't understand why this happens now. Why not in the offseason? Why so many questions around what's going on there. But that's the thing, because the Knicks are the Knicks. People hear more about our drama, and no one's talking about the stuff that's really going on behind the scenes with the Brooklyn Nets. And I feel like this is one of the small things that's coming to light.
This was, in terms of timing, this was way worse than Fizz. Way worse than Fizz. You just fired a coach on your way to the playoffs. That's deep.
I don't understand, man.
There's some heavy drama going on over there. Like I said, I hope Kyrie burns it all to the ground, including Barkley.
Yes, I am saying, bro.
Yeah. And then right off the bat, you had a lineup change. You had DeAndre Jordan in there for Jared Allen. It just says Kyrie KD all over. It just really says Kyrie KD all over.
It's crazy. It's crazy how I get it. You know, they're the superstars, blah, 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 blah. But it's just crazy seeing everything that dude. We can say what we want to say about the Nets. Obviously, none of us love the New Jersey Nets. No, obviously.
New Jersey Nets. I like that.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
That was intentional. I like that. Good stuff.
But at the same time, you know, like I said, basketball hat on. You look at what they did, and you look at what especially what Kenny Atkinson, because he's still one of our own. I know he went to the dark side, but he's still one of our own. You see what he did for that team when they really didn't have much. Like, he did it the right way, and it's like, you know what, you got to give him credit for that. Kenny did the thing right, but then for Kyrie and KD to come in and just completely, we're already seeing, like you said, like we're already seeing some drastic changes where it could go very bad. No one's talking about it.
Facts.
But we'll see once they're healthy. We'll see what the conversations are like when KD and Kyrie are back and whoever they sign as their head coach next in the offseason. But
we'll see, man. We'll
see, man.
But as far as our house, you know, I did a show yesterday on the prospects of Kenny Atkinson as a potential hire for the Knicks. What would you think about it?
It feels perfect, doesn't it? Like, it's kind of scary. I don't know if we would do it, but I like it, especially if we do draft that point guard, because we got to remember one of the biggest things that Kenny Atkinson has done in his career outside of D'Angelo Russell and what he's done with the Nets was Jeremy Lin. Like, he had a huge part of that Jeremy Lin, you know, the Lin Sandy craze and all that stuff. So it's like, if we were to make that higher and then we draft, like, you know, in my perfect world, like we draft like a LaMelo Ball, or even if we do draft like a Cole or one of these other guys, Tyrese or something like that, and then he gets that point guard and we see what he, like, the development side on his end, but with the Knicks, it's not, like, I don't know, man. It's something that I'm intrigued with. Like, I would entertain it. I don't know if it's something that we're honestly looking into. But I can't say I don't hate it if we are going after Kenny Atkinson.
I don't hate it. I think Leon should be turning over every stone, whether it's Mike Miller, whether it's Atkinson. I think I would lean Atkinson over Tibbs. I like what Delano Steele, who calls in here quite a bit. I'm sure he's called in while you were on. You know, I like when his points are, you know, when you go for a high profile coach like a Tibbs, it comes with high expectations.
Yep.
You know,
Mark Jackson, Tibbs.
Right. It comes with that, you know, are they going to be the savior of the team? And it doesn't work that way. You still need to infuse the talent. But I think with an Atkinson, I think he would be a good fit for the stage that we're at, which is rebuilding and development. You need, until you get that generational talent, or whether it's through the draft or free agency, but more likely through the draft, you got to have the coach that you can grow with, and that's going to get the best out of the talent that you're bringing in, out of the young guys that you're bringing in, and that's going to take that time to do it. Seems like he was doing that with the Nets when you look at some of the players that they have, and I would be interested in bringing that here. Absolutely, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
A lot of these guys are second-round picks that nobody knew. Like Spencer Dinwiddie was at the bottom of Milwaukee and Detroit's bench. Joe Harris was Cavaliers draft pick that nobody was talking about. Like, a lot of these guys that he turned around, you know, D'Angelo Russell was looking like he was a knucklehead and on his way to just being just a role player in the league. Like, you know, he's done a lot of good things. I mean, obviously, like, his staff is one, stuff like that. But, I mean, common denominator with a lot of these things come to Kenny Atkinson. So I agree 100%. Like, I know a lot of people want the Knicks to make that home run hit for our coaching staff next season, but, like, I feel like under the radar signing like a Kenny Atkinson just might be that home run in a different way.
It might be in a different way, man.
I'm with you on that.
It might be in a different way. So again, let's see. But that's another option out there. Another option out there for Leon to toggle with. So let's see what happens. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. What do you guys think about Kenny Atkinson prospects, man? Definitely leave some comments in the chat. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I saw Alex Collins. I was trying to say it earlier, but he said Mark Jackson to Brooklyn. I was like, yes. Yes.
Listen, I said don't be surprised if they go for the marketing ploy to steal market share. That would be the way. Katie and Kyrie may have moved it a little bit. I think Mark Jackson can move it a good amount in terms of getting disenchanted Knicks fans over to Brooklyn completely. Even the ones that are on the fence, you know, there's some that watch both teams that like both teams.
100%.
Some of them hide in this show, in this
they don't
chat.
say nothing.
They don't say nothing.
You know, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. That's okay. All are welcome. But I think that will be a home run for the Nets. If I'm on Nets,
PR wise.
Marketing, PR, everything, business. You go get Mark Jackson because the Jackson Hive is buzzing for the Knicks to go get him. But I think that would be perfect.
Yeah, and I went pettier. And I said, watch them go get David Fizdale.
Oh, man.
I went pettier. I was like, watch them go get David Fizdale.
Yeah.
And then that would be the story, right?
Fizz, goodness, man. What is Fizz? Fizz is somewhere on a beach sitting on, what do you get, 15 mil? Fizz is just chilling.
It is just getting started, boy. Oh, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. Definitely a lot to consider, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Phone lines are up, man. 657-383-1509. Call us up. You want to talk about anything, the game. You want to talk about Atkinson, draft, whatever you want to talk about, man. Give us a call, and we'll definitely get it in. If you're new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new, and we'll shout you guys out. Also, throw your cities in the chat. Where you guys checking in from? Throw your cities in the chat, and we'll definitely shout you guys out as well. Want to shout out my guy Ken Scott. Ken Scott was watching the Atkinson show yesterday. Salute to Ken Scott, Pranav in here, Anthony Parasol. How you feeling? He says Ty Lue or Tim Duncan for the Nets.
Yeah, they were saying that. There was rumors going around that Kyrie wants Ty Lue.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see that. Duncan, I think between him and Becky, they're probably being groomed as a tandem for the Spurs.
Right.
You know, I think they're being groomed for the tandem for the Spurs, but you never know. You never know. Kickstone Cash in here. What's going on? I don't even want to say what he just said because, if you're in my chat, CK, you can read it for yourself. Kickstone Cash had an interesting question for you. Charles Reynolds in here. What's going on? Pow, I feel you. What's going on? All the mods, how you feeling? Yeah, you know.
I'm not answering that.
Yeah,
in a happy relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good.
Exactly,
I'm good. No,
exactly.
I got no answer.
Protect the brand. Protect the brand.
He brought it back. Look at him. Look now. Nope. I'm very happy. Thank you, though.
Protect that brand, man. Julius had a Julius game tonight. 22 points, 12 boards, 7 of 14 from the field. So he got off to a rocky start, but he settled in a little bit. You know, what'd you think about Julius tonight?
I feel like that's been the theme of Julius Randle. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people, if you look at Julius Randle's stats and they listen to a Knicks fan, they'll be like, "What are you complaining about?" But it's within the game. All the knuckleheadness is within the game. But these playing devil's advocate, though, I will say in these last few games, Julius Randle has been doing what I think a lot of us expected him to do when he first came in, and that was playing more bully ball around the rim. So, you know, the efficiency looks a lot better because of that. So I'm going to give him credit for that because, he looked a lot better tonight. Still hate when I see him pull up from the 3-point line. I know he went 1 for 1 tonight. I get it. Good for him. But I hate it. I cannot stand it. I just stay down in the paint, do your thing. But I'll give him credit. Like, you know.
Yeah,
played okay.
It was decent, man. Will, what happened, man? Will, I thought you were gonna show up to the watch party on Friday night, man. I thought you were coming through. Where were you, man?
I feel bad, man. I was in the city, but I wasn't. I wanted to head down over there, but it looks like you guys had a good time.
Oh, sound like you had better things to do. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying, CK? He kind of just like poo-pooed us off. Like he was in the vicinity and still didn't pull up on us.
Yeah.
I I
but I'm
swear
sure
I
you guys
was,
have.
but I grabbed a hotel in the city instead.
Oh,
We can talk about
okay.
that.
All
So
right.
now, let's change the subject. Knicks topic, right? Knicks fans, CP. What's going on, CK2K? How you doing, sir? How you doing?
I'm good, bro, but don't try to use me to get out of this question, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, listen, man. I love what you're doing over there on the fumble, man. Keep doing your thing.
I appreciate you, man.
And then, also shout out to Jay Ellis because that new
Yes.
episode he put out on the draft prospect was fire.
Nice.
Fire.
Yeah,
I
salute to
can't
Jay
wait
Ellis, man. He was
Shout out to Jay
recording his podcast tonight as well.
Yeah. But listen, man, we got to talk about tonight's win, and I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it because it's like, again, I know we don't want to like think about the tank and everything. Like I'm looking at Cleveland, I'm looking at Minnesota, I'm looking at what they're doing, trying to make sure that they'll win some games, we lose some games. Ultimately, it's like this: if we're not winning off the backs of our young players, I don't want it. All right, I don't want to see a win and I see Alpha Payton going off and having almost a triple double. I don't care. Okay, I got a triple double,
Yeah.
and we won. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Because that shows improvement, and that's something that's going to be sustainable. That's going to add to our future goals. But when these, I hear like they're thinking about bringing more Harkless back, and Wayne Ellington's in there instead of Dodd. I'm just like, what are we doing, man? So it's just, I mean, honestly, I'm just leave it be. I'm just hoping that the basketball gods are in our favor. We get a top three, okay? And I wanted to talk about the draft picks, okay?
Let's go.
At the beginning of the season, I was looking at Cole Anthony. I was like, I want him.
Mm-hmm.
I want him. But I don't know, man. Like lately, I've been like looking at his stats and his shooting percentages. Like, and I feel bad because it's twisty. Because he's on a team where everybody's basically garbage, so it has to force him to put up numbers, and that's gonna hurt his efficiency. But I don't know, man. Like honestly, and it's crazy. I swear I wouldn't say this, and I know CK2K could get a kick out of this. I'm looking at LaMelo Ball, man. I think I want LaMelo here out of anybody.
You want that LaMelo action?
Even over Anthony Edwards, just because I just don't know if Anthony Edwards and RJ is gonna fit. That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah.
I don't want us to have to choose between RJ and Anthony Edwards. Like, it's not a seamless fit as everybody just like, they'll just figure it out. It's really not. But what is a seamless fit is LaMelo. Like, honestly, I'm thinking about it, and like the way that he's moving, him with Mitch, him with RJ, just let him get a jumper. He only does the Florida game. He doesn't really have an inside game, even though he can get to the paint. Like, honestly, I know we got to deal with LeVar and all the nonsense that comes with him, but listen, LaMelo's looking like that number one prospect. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
CK, weigh in, man.
Oh, you want me to? I mean, I have no disagreements. I do.
Yeah, bro.
I believe Ant would fit with the teams. I think that's not something that you should worry about. If we were to go that route, I think that would work out. But yeah, I mean, I've been saying it damn near for 2 years now. We were talking about RJ Barrett, and I was here saying like, wait till next year. Hopefully, we can get LaMelo Ball. I just feel like that this would be that guy that, I mean, he brings so much pizzazz, so much fun to the game that even if there are nights where, he has shot while he's developing his shot, his offense, stuff like that, he will bring that excitement to us. And he's a guy that doesn't get rattled easily. So the small things with LaMelo Ball is what has me so sure about his, success with us long term. And hopefully he turns into that star that a lot of people think he will be. After the draft. So, I mean, I made a whole video about him. So, I mean, I ain't got nothing much else to say about that.
I mean, again, the number one concern with LaMelo is his shooting, but it's just 100%. Like with RJ's shooting. Can it improve? The floater's there. The teardrop is definitely there. His vision is the best in the draft. No doubt about it. I think he's the best playmaking point guard in the draft. And I think he would automatically elevate this team. I think LaMelo would definitely elevate this team. His father, it is a concern with me. But listen, I mean, I think it just I forgot who was on my show yesterday when there was like, somebody called in the show yesterday. It was like, no matter what, there's gonna be distractions here, and I think maybe it is just it's just unavoidable for distractions to be here. Yeah. It's just they're just gonna be forcing sound bites from LeVar every game, 100%. Every play, to try to goad him into saying that controversial thing. I think I'd still draft him. I would still take LaMelo, man.
I could not let a dude's dad stop me from taking his talented son. I'm sorry. Like, I get it. Yeah. A lot of his stuff he says a lot of crazy things, but again, that's just all his opinion. Like, we know half the things he's not facts. So it's like, don't take it so serious. Let the sound bites be out there. That's just what it is. Whatever. Yeah. And like you were saying, like, the shooting is something. But I feel like that has a lot to do more with his shot selection. I feel like that's a fix, compared to like anything else. The defense to me is probably the biggest thing I'm scared of. I think he has potential to find it, just like his brother did at some point. But the defense to me is his biggest downside that I'm a little shaky on. Shot I'm okay with, but like I said,
hey, listen,
what
they said Lonzo's shot was broken. It's coming around.
Look, I'm saying.
Lonzo's shot's coming around. Lonzo's been shooting a lot better. We had Tommy D on at halftime talking Cole Anthony. I was watching a little of the Duke UNC game yesterday. As Will said, he was his original choice. Where do you stand on Cole Anthony right now as a potential pick?
I've gotten a lot of flack because I've said even again early on, like I like Cole. I've always got DSJ vibes from him. He's a way better shooter.
So many people saying DSJ, man. Very interesting.
He just has the attitude. I know he means what he means to be like, confident. But at the same time, like the minute he's brought up, and that same game you just talked about yesterday, the minute he's brought up, the minute he's defended well, he just disappears. And that's the thing with like a guy like LaMelo, like if his shot's off, he's still going to be a factor on the court because that means he's going to be getting everybody else ready, everybody else going. I just don't know if Cole has that. So if we have a 1 through 3 pick, it's so hard for me to use that on Cole. Now, mind you, if we're at 4 or 5,
right? I would think later on,
right. That's different. Like you know what? Then I'll take that gamble. But yeah, if I'm looking at that high up, I can't say that Cole is a easy one for me to pick up.
I hear you. I'm gonna watch some more of the ACC tournament. See how he does there.
Yeah.
But again, as a top 5, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's hard for me to say too.
I don't know about the DSA comparisons, man. I don't see it. I'll be honest. I've seen very limited games of UNC, but from what I have seen, I don't necessarily get those DSA vibes. But you're like the 10th person, whether I've heard it or seen it on Twitter. It's like, yo, that's DSJ all over again. DSJ all over again. So very, very interesting. The opinions are very polarizing on Cole Anthony for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. Absolutely. What do you guys think in the chat, man? So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP and CK2K in the building here. Let us know what you think, man. Cole Anthony, what do you guys think about that? I want to shout out Frank White checking in from Hoboken, New Jersey. Woo. We got Triborough Jiggle checking in from Brooklyn. How you feeling? Rico World Peace checking in from Silicon Valley over in the West Coast, CK.
Okay. What's up?
Who else we got in here? Get that money, man. We got Zach checking in from Morristown, New Jersey. Salute to Zach. Louis Lopez checking in from Puerto Rico. Salute to PR. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people from Puerto Rico in the chat, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I linked up with my guy Alex Collins at the watch party on Friday. Alex came through from Ireland.
I was looking forward to meeting you, Alex. I'm so bummed.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to meeting everybody this past weekend, but I'm glad everybody had a good time and everything went through. I'm really happy to see that. Like seeing the pictures, seeing everything. That made me happy.
The Germany squad came through heavy, man. They came through heavy and rep, man. It was a good time. We had a good time at Clyde's Wine and Dine. You missed the Ari showcase, CK. I don't know if you saw the live stream.
No, I didn't see the live stream. Oh man, is it up on? I have to find it.
We did like a little 2-minute and 1 mixtape featuring Ari on the court. We might not sell too many copies.
I gotta tune in to see that, yo. I need to.
Ari's a trip, man. Ari's an absolute trip, but yeah, it was a good time. Everybody came through and showed love. Trap Music checking in from ATL. Salute to you. We got Christoph checking in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. No doubt, man. Salute to everybody, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. We got some super chats coming in. Ken Scott, appreciate the super chat. Mr. William 1072 says, not enough separation, in my opinion, between picks 1 through 5, potentially to warrant wishing on what a tank for the rest of the year would get us. So he wants to continue to compete. Okay, no doubt.
I think it's fair.
That's fair. I mean, you just never know where you're gonna end up, man.
You never know. Yeah, exactly.
You just never know when you end up where you're gonna end up. Robert Parrish, friend of the program, he says, LaMelo's top 3 and the top point guard. He could be the element that brings it all together. So he says LaMelo could be the soul stone, man. If this was like Avengers, LaMelo could be the final piece.
Look at you, man.
But who do we? No. Which is the stone that they had to sacrifice the loved one to get him right?
Oh shoot!
Was that the soul stone? I think that was the soul stone.
Soul Stone was the one that dude had in his head. No.
Which was the one where they had to sacrifice Gamora?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I cannot remember which stone that was the Soul Stone.
I think it was.
The Mind Stone was what's his name?
Was Vision.
Yeah, Vision had the Mind Stone. You're right. Yeah, that's the Soul Stone.
I think it is the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone.
So if that's the case, we bring in LaMelo with the Soul Stone. Who do we sacrifice? I'm thinking it's Julius. It's Julius.
Well. I mean, you ain't gonna get much argument out of me if that's the case. I'm sorry, bro. Like, hey, at least you got a bag going with you, bro. Like, go ahead, man.
We sacrifice Julius to get the stretch 4, get LaMelo in here, and another shooter at the 2. Let's go.
I'm saying, man.
Let's do it.
And like that half court alley-oop you saw today, like there'll be lots of that.
There'll
be a lot. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
A LaMelo Mitch tandem would be nasty. Man. No doubt about it. That would be box office, man.
Yeah.
That would absolutely be box office, a LaMelo Mitch tandem. Panatha for Life sends us a super chat. They said, anyone know why they play music nonstop at the Garden? Every single possession, they had something blaring. Well, I think that's a funny ass question, bro. That's a funny question.
The fact that you're hearing this is not good. That means that game must have been that dead at that point in time.
Alex Collins was the PA music a lot louder. From what Alex Wolf had said, when he covered the game on Friday, he said they were trying to drown out some "Sell the Team" chants.
That's what Alex just said in the chat too.
So
Alex Collins said the same thing.
Seems like they got the volume on crunk a little bit, just to make sure. Just to make sure, man.
Oh gosh, man, we are crawling through the end of the season, boy.
It's tough.
Oh my
goodness,
man.
Yeah, it's tough. I do notice that though. Like I was at the game, I was at the Jazz game. Me and Ari went to the Bulls game. The music is just kind of like it kind of takes your mind away from the game a little bit. Like it kind of detracts from the game.
Like shoot around levels. Like it's like loud, like shoot around like it's super loud, like it's that during the game. That's crazy.
Right.
Wow.
And I'm thinking like these guys in the court, like how do they even concentrate for real when like
man.
It's kind of crazy.
And they'll say that they're blocking it out, but man, look, let me tell you, I know that they got to be hearing it for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, hey, well, start in the chat, #MusicGate.
MusicGate. We got Tom Bystander sends us a chat. He says #Thunder Up. So we got a Thunder fan in here.
Yeah, that's his team.
Watching the number one show for the fans by the fans, and we appreciate that, CK. We appreciate that.
Yeah, Tom is a good friend of my channel as well.
Okay,
comes in and shows a lot of love. That's just, he always talks about his Thunder, but he got wishful thinking for our Knicks. So I always appreciate when he comes through. So shout out to you, Tom.
No doubt, man. Yeah, we definitely appreciate the out of town of love. This is a platform. We extend our platform to you guys as well. So definitely appreciate it. And Ari sends us a super chat as well. So Ari, definitely appreciate the love. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Why Me from Harlem. Wants to talk about the game tonight. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Yo.
What's good?
What up, CP? What up, CK?
How you doing,
man?
Yo, Why Me? You probably seen me on Twitter.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, man. Everything is love, man. I just want to make a few points just to dispel some theories out there, and the reason why players like Dot and ISO is not really sniffing the court.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they out there and they get minutes. They supposed to score, but they not scoring. That's just pretty much it. I think Elfrid Payton is the best option as far as guard because he's really the only one most capable of getting Mitchell Robinson the ball in all different types of situations on the court, as you saw tonight. And the other thing is that we still missing that scoring punch from Morris, which is the reason why we looking a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Julius is getting better. He's coming out of the funk. Honestly, if I was Julius, I'd be thinking about my man Kobe right now. And he's probably like maybe still a little in a daze as far as that. Because he's the only player that played with Kobe. Everybody could really talk about it, but he was on the court with that man. And so pretty much we going into next season, like Elfrid Payton said on the post game, maybe with a little bit of momentum, a little bit of steam. We need to keep a core. We need to stop trying to, get Miller out of there. I think we would be in the AC right now if he started the season off, honestly. 7th or 8th seed. We'd be there, and we probably wouldn't have had to let Morris go. He probably would be pushing for the playoffs with us if Mike Miller started the season with us. So after that, we just got to stay positive and stop, getting hyped as every time a coach leaves, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, they don't want to coach no more. They good. They want to comment on the game, and that's it. They don't want to coach, I promise you. Like, let's start from here. Mitchell Robinson, build a team around them. Maybe we got to sacrifice Julius for LaMelo. I like LaMelo. He's a pro. Cole Anthony and them cats, they not pros. LaMelo is a pro, and he's cooking all of those would-be number 1, number 2 lottery picks that really didn't make it. He's cooking all of them with no real athletic ability, just sheer basketball. I could deal with LeVar Ball. He's a great father. I wish I had a father like that. So at the end of the day, we could go on and on and on about what should be, but we got a product right here. I think Dolan is committed to not making stupid bonehead moves. We got Leon Rose in there. He can get a big name player, but at the end of the day, I think we need to build from what we got right now. Maybe we got to sacrifice a piece or two here just for the sake of some money, some cash. But I think we're on the right track, and I think everybody just need to stay patient. It's hard to say as a Knicks fan to stay patient, but I think since maybe when we first got Melo and we won 50, this is probably the best upside that we got as a team, and that's pretty much it.
All right, appreciate the call, man. So he's seeing the glass half full, CK.
I gotta be real. That was one of the better calls that we've had since I've been on. Like every time I come to the show, because he's right. I mean, we like to harp on a lot of the negatives, but and this is something also too on Twitter, like Topher. I'm sure you follow him too. Like he's really good at it too. And yes, I know a lot of people can hate on some of us creators that tend to be a little bit too optimistic, but at the same time, realistically, he's not wrong. Like it might seem a lot worse because of the outside stuff along with what's going on the court. But I mean, we had 17 wins last season. We're at 20 right now. You know, we're not talking about that. And we still got a lot more games to play and stuff. I love everything he said. He's very right about a lot of things. Not really sure about the Julius Randle thing. I'm not sure if that's true. I mean, it could be. I mean,
never
I think
know. Never know
point,
personally
know
what guys are going through.
Yeah,
especially in the dog days of the season. Got you got more to add to that?
No, I was just gonna say that was I. It's hard to disagree with a lot of things he said on the call. I mean, hopefully the Dolan part's true. I just feel like with what we've been going through the last few weeks, I'm not entirely sure if he is as locked into letting us be. I know there's steps in that direction, but I can't say that yet. But I just want to say that was great. That was
only thing I would say is, he's saying the reason why Dot and Ice are not playing is because they're bricking shots. Right. But I'd rather see them bricking it than watching Ellington and Bullock bricking it. Let's be real. Or Harkless bricking it. I'd rather see them playing through their slumps. Dotson wasn't even slumping. He just got hurt.
Dotson never slumped.
Dotson was shooting well before he came out the rotation. ISO had some high starts, and then he goes back into garbage time after the Charlotte game. I just rather would see these guys or win or lose with these guys than win or lose with Ellington or Harkless or Bullock. Like that's just, especially when things are so down at MSG, get the people something that they could hang their hats on and feel like they have some sort of upside with some of these kids. That's
give
all
us
I'm
that
saying.
butt. That's what I call them. I say, give us the butt, where it's like we lost, but die.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Like I always say that, and a lot of other teams won't get that. A lot of the fan bases won't get that because if you're a Laker fan, well, we win games, blah blah blah. But as a Knicks fan, when we have a lot of these other negatives, to have that we lost, but like that lifts us up a lot.
Facts.
It's sad, but it's facts. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that. And yeah, I completely forgot because I was going to come on that as well because there has not been a moment this season that Damian Dotson has not been playing well. Like he's played well this entire season, and then he just got hurt, and then never saw him again.
You never saw him again.
I'll never understand.
I don't understand.
I'll never understand it.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So to Alan Berman sends us a super chat. He said, or somebody, I think he said, Dolan's gonna replace Spike with LeVar Ball. So maybe this was all a setup. You got LaMelo, who's represented by CAA.
Yeah.
Maybe the Soul Stone is
LeVar
Ball in the mix and replacing Spike with LeVar Ball.
You on it, bro? I mentioned that in my video because we talk about all the big names Leon Rose had, but Leon Rose was also the agent for Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball, but we don't talk about that. We got a visitor.
Connected the dots, CK. Connected the dots, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's adorable, man. She's adorable, bro.
Thank you. Go to mommy. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the mini CK right there. That's what happens on my channel all the time. She takes over my channel,
mini
man.
CK. That was dope, man. That was absolutely dope. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Let's see. We got a couple more calls in here. We just heard from YME. Bobby from Chelsea, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Well, what's your points tonight?
Oh, my God. I was at the game, and I was just watching Julius Randle's eyes, and he would see RJ open and decided not to throw this shit out to him every single time he drove. What's up with that, man? I swear to God, it gets me so mad.
Yeah, I mean, between Julius and Peyton, man, I forgot the statistic, but there's some crazy statistic that, like, I think 20% of their passes or 30% of their passes go to each other. You know what I'm saying, TK?
Yeah.
For some reason, they like to freeze out RJ, man. Obviously, they have the most chemistry together, but RJ's not been the beneficiary of being in that lineup.
It was weird. Yeah, it was like he did it on purpose. Like, he would
it is so many instances.
Him the ball. It's weird.
Yeah,
Whatever.
man. I don't know what it is, bro.
Bobby, where are you sitting at MSD that you can lock in on this action so close, man? Where are your seats at?
Yeah.
I was courtside.
Oh, okay.
What? Look at you.
Flex on him, Bobby.
You can see me on the replays. Yeah.
Where are you sitting? Center court, baseline,
spike seat.
No, center court. Yeah, like C24.
Okay. Are you on the?
I was next to Meta. I was next to Meta World Peace tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
Okay.
Super
you
flex.
Really seeing Julius
Super flex, man. Yeah, we're gonna look for Bobby, man.
Are we got the curse?
No. Family show, Bobby. Family show, man. We gotta keep it family, man.
Appreciate you for catching it too, man.
He annoyed me. Because I kept seeing him. He would catch eyes with RJ, and he would just drive it instead of dish it out to him. And there's so many times where he was just open and give the kid the ball, man. Let him start getting his flow on. Yeah. And he wouldn't. It's just frustrating.
I hear you, man. Bobby, how'd you find the show, man? How'd you find us, man?
I don't know. YouTube? I don't know.
I love that, yo.
No doubt, man. Well, listen, welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Definitely call in another time, man. Thanks for the insight.
Yeah. Whenever I'm gonna call a lot. I like sitting courtside. I gotta tell you, it's nice.
Okay.
It's
I envy you, bro.
But it's nice.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. All right, so it's Bobby from Chelsea, man.
That's what's up, man.
He just threw a little courtside flex on us.
Yeah,
just
no big deal.
Just a little flex. He's like, me and Meta were just at the game, you know,
whatever. Yeah.
I drew up a couple plays, and Julius didn't follow.
When that man dropped the line, I was looking into Julius's eyes. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm like, wait.
He was close. He was close. He was either on the bench or he was courtside.
Facts.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Bobby with the courtside flex. I ain't mad at you, man. Appreciate you for calling. Yeah, Meta was at the game, man. I'd love to get Meta on the show, man.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'd love to get Meta on the show, man. Absolutely. Let's go to Rich Jim. Let's go to the Bronx. Rich Jim, how you feeling, man? 2 more calls and then we out of here. Rich Jim, what's going on?
What's going on, CP?
How you doing, bro?
What's up, man?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm calling because of all this LaMelo Ball talk, man. The kid can't shoot, man. Let's play this out. We draft LaMelo Ball. Who's hitting open shots on the Knicks right now if LaMelo Ball was on our team? Nobody, because he has no shooters. The kid can't give us what we need. Passing the ball, right now, Peyton could pass the ball. And he's not what we need. We need somebody that can shoot that three, penetrate at will.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
So who's your guy? Who's your guy?
I like Halliburton.
Okay.
That's what I like. I mean, the kid shoots 40, 50, and 80, and his vision is pretty good. I mean, LaMelo got a better vision than he does, but I take the 50, 40, and 80 over 25 and 30 any day of the week.
Hey, can't argue. I can't argue with him. See, the proof hasn't been in the pudding yet. I think a lot of it is aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
He is a floor general. He is a prototypical floor general.
Can you imagine if Tibbs becomes our coach and we draft LaMelo Ball?
Don't say that.
The minute Tibbs does something that LeVar doesn't agree with, all hell is going to fly. He's going to be in the media trashing Tibbs away. That's what I got to say anyway. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Rich. Tell him why you mad, Rich. Rich said enough of this LaMelo talk.
I respect it, man.
I mean, listen, I think everything he said is legit. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it's legit. I don't. What's the counter to that right now?
Yeah, you're right. My only counter would be I don't see Tyrese Halliburton as a guy that can make his own shot. In his short sample size, that's not what he does. He can shoot at a high clip, but those were all normally off a pass or, you know, LaMelo, although the numbers are low, he can create his own shot, and I would not mind having that as opposed to the high numbers on the 3-point percentage off of a pass. That's just my personal opinion, because I would like to have a point guard that can not only provide for others but create his own. And I like Tyrese. Don't get me twisted. I like Tyrese. I like him, but he's just not that where he can create his own.
Fair point.
That's the reason why I put Melo over him.
That's what I have seen. Yeah, that's what I have seen with Halliburton. Excellent shooter, excellent on the catch and shoot, but is he as dynamic enough to be his own, be a shot creator on his own? On the flip side, though, in a tandem with RJ, would he need to be?
And that's true. And
if RJ's gonna be taking over, not taking over, but giving more playmaking duties.
That's true too. Yeah. That's true too.
So could Halliburton, low key be a better fit than most of these guys, being the low usage guy?
Yeah.
Next to RJ. Fascinating debates, man. Fascinating debates. Just a segue. So we had Tommy D on earlier, talking Cole Anthony.
Yes.
As we get closer to the draft, I'm gonna have guys on, whether they're scouts, content creators, bloggers, who either cover these guys very, intimately, who know, who can really pinpoint the strengths and weaknesses. I don't watch every game. I can't watch every college game and do this full time. It's just not enough time on my hands. So I'm going to bring the people who have studied these guys. So today I brought in Tommy D. I have a Iowa State Cyclones blogger on tomorrow night. He's going to be talking about Tyrese Halliburton. And as we get closer, we're gonna get Spencer eventually, man. Spencer's a hot ticket right now.
Man, Spence, I'm looking forward to that.
Spencer's a hot ticket, man. We've been trying to get him for months now, and he's been all booked up.
Get him before he gets hired by a team, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Facts. Spencer, if you're watching, man, remember where you came on first on video, man. That was Knicks Fan TV. That was last year, man. Don't forget about us when you get big, man. Yeah, because he ultimately went to the Suns. He was in the Suns war room last draft.
Whoa, there you go. I didn't know that.
Man, like shortly after our show last year, he fell off the radar. Like he was on radio silence. He couldn't talk. He couldn't go on Twitter. Couldn't do nothing.
He was with the team. Got you.
Yeah, he was.
Well, I mean, deserved. So I mean. Yeah, if you can get him on, that'd be dope. That'd be real dope.
He's a good dude, man. Definitely a good dude. All right, closer of the night is gonna go to T Dot. Let's go to Rattan from Toronto. We going international.
Whoa.
Okay. We going up north. What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
Not much, man. I feel like over the past couple of years I chose the wrong team because I see all the success that the fucking Raptors have, and then here my ass is just watching the Knicks all the time.
Boy, did you make the wrong choice, buddy. Boy, did you make the wrong choice.
Funny.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you this. Every time my cousins watch basketball, they'll all make fun of me. They're like, "You still gonna be a Knicks fan? You still gonna be a Knicks fan? You still gonna be a Knicks fan?" And it is bleak, but it's worth it. I hope.
Hey, man, way to rep, man. We appreciate your loyalty, man.
Yeah, man. Especially with what's going on around you.
I'm not sure if y'all are soccer. I'm not sure if y'all are soccer fans, but like I'm a soccer fan of like Liverpool, and we were here for like 20 years. But now we're at the fruits of our labor, and now we win.
Yeah, Liverpool's at the top of the heat, man, and they had a nice whatever cup. Not to disparage them, but they had a great win last year. Champions League, yeah, definitely.
On to the Knicks now. So I want to look to the future and what Leon Rose's first most important move will be, and that's the coach. Because let's be honest, this coach is going to mold Mitch, RJ, and hopefully LaMelo, or whatever pick my hope is LaMelo. And this coach has to be the right pick. It can't be Tibbs, because Tibbs is going to run these guys to the floor and not going to know how to develop them. My hope is always Kenny, and my hope has been Kenny Atkinson ever since the news of Saturday that they fired his ass. But I don't know if they're going to be able to get him just because he's going to have so many attractive offers. We have so many things in our favor. I saw on Twitter he's a CAA client. He started with us. He's a Rhode Island kid, so I'm sure he was a Knicks fan growing up. Everything's in our favor. And plus, we have one of the best young cores, which nobody's going to talk about. Nobody's going to recognize that because nobody talks about Mitch. People talk about RJ, but they talk about him after Zion, after Ja, and after a couple of the other picks in the last draft. They don't really talk about RJ because he's really not that flashy. So that's what I want to get your thoughts on, like who you think the coach should be. Because my personal thing is Kenny Atkinson. It's Kenny or bust. J-Rock would be the dream, so that ain't going to happen because he's at Villanova. He got a cozy job.
All right, appreciate it. Listen, I think Kenny would be as good as coach as any. I don't see why not. You know what I mean? Of the options
is there available. Is there a guy that's like at the top of your list? Because we talked about this a few times, but who's someone that you're like, no, you have nobody?
Again, like, not really. Yeah, I mean, I've said Jeff, but I'm not like pressed on Jeff because this is a different situation. This is a rebuild. I don't know if he hasn't coached in damn near 10 years or maybe longer than that. When was the last time he coached?
And like the last caller, the caller before said, like, we don't even know. He's thinking that he doesn't even want to coach. He wants to stay in broadcasting. I don't disagree with that. Like I don't understand where all these reports come from. Where he's thinking about coming out of retirement and coaching. So I don't see that. So like I would love to have Jeff, but everything you said, and on top of that, I just don't know if he really wants to come out of coaching. So
you can look. Kenny, Tibbs, Mark Jackson. How does he feel about Dave Yeager?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Dave Yeager?
Yeah,
I would say those five: Kenny, Tibbs, Mark Jackson, Dave Yeager. Is there another coach right now that's on the sidelines? I don't know. I would go if he picks Kenny, I'm good with it. Let's go.
Me too. I just know who I don't want, and that's the list I got.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I don't have any like favorites right now. Like I'm still on the Jaeger team because I believe that he could be good for developing. I do like Kenny now that he is available. But like I ain't got like a guy like we need him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
hey, whoever can get the job done. But the bottom line is, I need him here for a little while. More than a cup of coffee, man.
Thank you. That is the I'm so glad you said it because that's the number one thing. Whoever is next needs to be the guy. Like, we need the continuity. We need to stop going through these damn coaches like chewing gum. Like I don't understand that. Like, there's no way that we can have any kind of growth with the players and with the coaching staff if we keep changing coaching staff. I don't want RJ Barrett to be in his third year going on his fourth coach. You know what I'm saying? So
Kevin Knox about to be on his third. Frank and Dot about to be on what, their third or fourth?
Kevin Knox got more coaches than drinks. He ain't even 21 yet, bro.
It's not good.
Come on, man.
It's
not good.
It's not good, man.
Yeah.
Definitely not good. Couple more super chats are coming. Salute to everybody who sent us a super chat. Ari, appreciate it. Michael Parker, number one fan of the show. He says, to repeat what I said before, if the Knicks are lucky to get LaMelo, I think we should trade for Lonzo as well. Even if we have to trade RJ.
Yeah. LeVar, is that you, man?
He says LaMelo and Lonzo would be unstoppable. Wow. Interesting.
Shout out to LeVar.
Panetha for life, definitely appreciate the super chat. Bad Book 1, appreciate the super chat on the Nick of Time show. He wants Kenny Atkinson for his Bulls, CK. So he's a Bulls fan who supports us, man. So
I get it.
Yeah, man. CK, go ahead and sign out, bro.
Man, appreciate the call. Once again, like I said earlier, really was bummed that I wasn't able to come out this weekend and see you guys in person, but really happy to see all you guys come together and, you know, do what you guys did on Friday, and a lot of you guys get to go on Sunday. So I love that, man. Love our fan base, bro. I love this fan base. We gonna be all right no matter what's going on, you know, on the inside, but you guys know the deal. My channel is CK2K, uploading, you know, as often, as frequently as I can. But man, big shout out to all you guys for coming to this show, you know, religiously as you should. Coming to my channel as you should. Appreciate all the love, man. We gonna be all right. We won tonight. Let's not forget.
Yeah,
I know we talk like we haven't, but we won tonight. Let's not forget that. All right.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. Well, yeah, definitely appreciate you, man. Great job. And we'll definitely do it again. And salute to everybody who tuned in tonight. Knicks get a W, 96-84. Great win. Good win, I guess. Yeah, good win. So to everybody that tuned in, man, definitely hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Couple announcements. All hashtag news, welcome to the show. Remember, this show is available in audio podcast format. Salute to all my drivers listening right now, all my Uber drivers, my truck drivers, my delivery drivers. This show is available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. So yeah, remember, it's available in audio podcast format. Definitely hit that thumbs up button for you boys. If you're on your phone right now and you don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you right now. So this was yesterday's show for Kenny Atkinson, right? So you have the chat up here. So maybe you don't know where the thumbs up is. So if you hit the X, hit that X first, and then you're going to see the thumbs up. Don't hit that thumbs down, hit that thumbs up. You see Kenny's show last night, we got 530 thumbs up. Let's break that record right now. Hit that thumbs up for you boys. You also see the share button. Hit that share button and share this on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share it. Text your mom. Let her know. This is the number one show for the fans by the fans. And yeah, man, that's just the protocol. We appreciate it. It goes a long way. It lets YouTube know that this show is the show is where it's at. And so we get more callers, we get more viewers, and then from there, we get more people. You know, we get better guests, we get better everything. So if you guys do your part, we'll do our part, and let's continue to bring you fresh content, man. You heard from CK2K. You can check him on the Fumble, check him on his channel, check him on Twitch. Support this dude, that's my guy. And once again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up on for you boys one more time. All the callers appreciate it. All the donations we appreciate. And we will see you guys. What's the next game? Let's check the schedule. Let's do a quick tankathon. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that, man.
Yeah, we played Washington on Tuesday.
Yeah, oh, okay. All right, so Tuesday we got Washington. All right, let's do a quick tankathon because, you know, just for giggles here.
I'm with it.
All right, so if we sim the lottery, CK.
Okay.
The Tankathon gives us.
Come on.
Ooh, 7.
All right, and that's been the show, guys. We'll see you guys later, man.
7. Dang. All right, so let's do a sim draft right now.
Oh boy.
Let's do the mock draft page.
They give us Obi?
They give us. Ooh, they give us 8th. They give us 8th, and they give us Halliburton.
Okay.
Perfect segue. Because
I'm not upset with that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
We're
going to talk about Halliburton tomorrow night as well. So look out for that notification. That's and, yeah, we out of here, man. Peace. See you later, people.